So I get this question every so often about what is the use of being in an alliance? And I want to talk about that in this video today. Hey everybody, welcome back to MPQ Mastery, where we teach you to destroy more gems. I'm your host Aloy, and hopefully we're going to have a fun conversation here, and maybe I'm going to let you in on some of the basics here of alliances that you didn't already know about. Before I jump into that, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at MPQ Mastery. You can also check us out on Facebook there too. Also like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you always know when we put out a new video. So I guess the first thing is to talk about what exactly is an alliance. In Marvel Puzzle Quest, it's essentially up to 20 players who have decided to work together in some events. But that's just one thing that comes with being an alliance. The first thing is that each day that you log in and you do your first match, you have to fight something, you have to play a little bit of the game. Then you are going to get 100 ISO for each member of your alliance that had played the previous day. Meaning if all 20 members plays every day, that's already 2000 ISO automatically every day. And that's actually a really cool addition to the alliance system. I've played in a lot of different games that have alliances of some sort, but they don't necessarily ever give like a very flat bonus or some sort of points like that. I usually range somewhere between 1700 and 2000 a day just as extra ISO, which is always good. The next thing is something that I mentioned before, is that there are actually big story events that obviously hit the game, and some of those are alliance-only events. And not only when competing in those alliance events do you get specific awards for yourself individually based on how well you do, but also there's usually a separate track of rewards that are set aside just for where you are with your alliance. For instance, if you're fighting, say, Thanos, then it's going to be rounds. He's going to have tons of HP. You're going to have to fight him multiple times. But not just you. So is your alliance. Your alliance is fighting and draining that down. And every round, everybody in the alliance that is participating will get a bonus. Whether it be an ISO, whether it be a token, whether it be covers for specific characters. In the last event, for instance, in the alliance rewards, we got one of each of Black Cat's covers, one for each color. That was very, very cool. Individually, though, they had a Ronin cover in there, and I was like, I want that Ronin cover. So it's pretty cool. Also, you kind of have to be in an alliance in order to participate in the alliance-specific events. So you want to be a member of one. And it's super easy to become a member of one. You just hit the alliance button down in the lower right hand, and if you're not already a member, it'll say, do you want to join one? And then you'll hit yes, and it'll usually find you one. However, if you know of the alliance name of a group that you want to join or you have been invited to join, you can type that into the search and you can find it and then join that one specifically. But really, for the most part, you can just join whichever one you find. Maybe it has a catchy name that you like. And once you join that, see if you get along with the other players. Because that is actually one thing that you can earn in the alliance is new friends. You can always meet new people, learn new strategies, and just have fun conversations. I've always had a really great time talking with my alliance members. It's always a ball. So the next biggest thing that you get is you get free command points if someone else in your alliance basically makes a purchase or is VIP. For instance, I'm a VIP member, which means every time I renew my VIP, everybody in my alliance gets one command point. But if somebody in your alliance is spending a lot of money, you can get up to 7 to 10 at any given point. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes how much money people are willing to spend on this game. I'm just the VIP. I don't really spend much more than that. But anytime you do spend money, that actually does benefit not just you, but your entire alliance. Something to consider, though, is that some alliances do have requirements for you to be a member. And that's not necessarily something that you can see before you join it. You just have to join it and then see what's going on. For instance, my alliance requires that you log in at least every 4 days. And that's when we know that you are at least regularly playing. I'm the admin of that group, so if I log in and I notice somebody's been away for 4 days, I kick them and I wait for somebody else to fill that slot. The name of my alliance is MPQ Mastery as well, so if you're looking for an alliance, check me out. Maybe there's an open slot. You never know. Some other groups, however, require that you play more regularly. They require that you do purchase things so that everybody gets the free command points. They might check up on you to make sure that your PvP levels are at a certain level, because even with PvP, that actually helps out the alliance too, based on all of your rankings and everything. So some groups are very aggressive, and some are more laid back. If you get into a group of casuals, they may not care how often you play or whatever. So really try to find the right group that's good for you. And if you join a group and you see that they're maybe a little too hardcore for you, leave them and go find another. And if you find a group that is too casual for you, leave that group, find another. You don't have to stick around. So really there is no drawback to being in an alliance. You may get some extra ISO, you might get some extra rewards, but really it's just about finding the right fit for you. And just in case anybody actually watches these videos who works for D3Go and is interested in my thoughts on the whole Alliance experience, there are definitely two big things that I am very interested in possibly getting fixed or tweaked, or an additional thing or something of that effect. The first thing is the chat needs to be better. A lot of people are resorting to using Discord for their alliances instead of the built-in chat that is in the app. And people might have their own reasons for it, but for me, I use it a lot less than I probably would, because the keyboard is not really responsive. It doesn't have all of the things that keyboard apps nowadays have. A double space doesn't put a period. It doesn't do any predictive words. And even if your keyboard says, hey, this would be the word, even if you click that, it doesn't do anything. It's also very hard to move the cursor around. If you made a mistake, you just want to change one word. It's just really kind of annoying how difficult it is to actually send a message in the chat. So that's a big thing for me. I don't know if anybody else is really annoyed by that, but me, I am. The second thing is I would love the ability to trade with my alliance members, because there are a lot of times where I get extra covers for a character that people in my alliance really do want. I would love the ability to trade that with them, and I could see it working pretty easily, honestly, in terms of being able to select somebody, propose a trade, and then that person can either hit accept or deny based on whatever criteria they want to do. Obviously, that would cut into some of the funds and stuff, because, hunting down covers is where a lot of people end up spending money. So I understand the company would probably make a little bit less money if they allowed for trades. But I think it would make the prospect of being in an alliance that much cooler if you were in an alliance with people you know. Like, I personally know at least 4 or 5 members of my alliance because they live around here. So we often get together and we talk game, and we're like, oh man, you got that guy and you got that guy. And it's just like, yeah, I have even extra covers. I would love the ability to send those covers to them. Pokemon Go has a trading system, which it makes you have to spend points in order to trade as well. So that would be a way to maybe temper that and make it not abused. Both parties have to spend something, whether it's ISO or command points or whatever, in order to trade. And it's more expensive to trade for higher starred characters, stuff like that. It works in other games. I could definitely see it working here. So let's try and implement that sometime soon. All right, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Alliance guide here for Marvel Puzzle Quest. Hopefully it was informative, and maybe you have a better appreciation for what it means to be in an alliance. Make sure that you play every day so that your alliance is happy with you, because you are contributing that 100 ISO to every member of your alliance. With all of that said, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and thank you for coming to MPQ Mastery. Get together with your alliance and go destroy some gems.